If you're new to YouTube, say in your first year, maybe 2 or 3 years even, I want to talk a little bit about my experience in my first year of YouTube. Hopefully some of the things that I share with you here are going to be able to help you with your journey, increase your views, find more subscribers, and really more importantly, find your tribe, your group of people who want to see the content that you're putting out. In my opinion, basically anybody can become a content creator on YouTube because the market is just so massive that there's really a group of people out there for every personality type, every background, every different topic that you might be teaching on. Everybody has the opportunity to actually grow a fairly decent sized group on YouTube. So I made a video a few days ago, like 5 or 6 days ago, talking about my first year on YouTube. And in that video, I sat down at my computer, I did a screen share, I went through some of my analytics, and I shared that with you guys live on camera. Now, that video has done really well, and I've gotten so much encouragement. Thank you if there's any of you that are seeing this video now that gave me encouragement in the comments. I really appreciate it. Actually, if you are coming back for the second one, I'd love to hear that you're back for round 2 down in the comments. But essentially that was more kind of based on analytics and what happened in my channel as I progressed over the course of that first year. What I'm going to talk about a little bit more today is the mindset going into it, why I decided to get started, and how I progressed with my content over the course of that year to bring me from zero subscribers to, as I said today, about 125. So I started off on YouTube. My whole goal was to start growing my own personal brand. I've been in coaching, helping people grow their own personal brand for network marketing, affiliate marketing, business coaching, stuff like that for over a decade now. And I really like it. And the thing I just love the most is helping people. There's nothing I love more than taking somebody who's never started a business or never started a business, has to do anything with social media, and helping them get their start, giving them confidence, and helping them start moving forward. I think that's the biggest part of it, as I saw even in some of the comments, that there's people that are making videos for practice right now, but not posting them. So what I would encourage you to do is to actually start posting before you're ready. That's the biggest piece of advice that I have for anybody that's getting started with any sort of social media based business, is you're never gonna feel like you're actually ready. I wasn't ready when I first started this a year ago, and this is actually my third channel maybe. I did dabble with it a little bit back in 2020. I put out like 6 or 7 videos that didn't do very well, so I got discouraged and quit. So I completely understand where you're coming from if you're not getting views and you're just kind of struggling to find your voice. I've been there, I've gone through it, and over this last year, I've really kind of broken out of that myself. So in the first couple of months that I decided to do this, I actually had the idea to do a business golf vlog. I really love golf. I really love business. So I was going to try to do like a vlog podcast while on the golf course, and then doing a podcast sitting down afterwards. I did do one interview, which you can see way back in the beginning of my video history. And it came out great, but it's just really, really difficult to play golf, shoot video, ask some questions while on the golf course, and then to schedule sitting down for an actual podcast afterwards. Way too much work, and it wasn't working to line up with the amount of content that I needed to put out to actually grow on the platform. Some people can post 2 or 3 or 10 videos and just surge in growth, but in all reality, if you're new to YouTube, you're going to have to post 50 to 100 videos before you really start to get any sort of traction on the platform. It's just the reality of it, right? So that kind of got scrapped really quick. And then I had a little bit of a lull from my first couple of posts until I started getting a little bit more consistent into it again. So I wasted about 3 months of my first year with maybe 2 videos that came out, maybe 3. Then I shifted to doing more like this, talking head, where I don't need to rely on somebody else showing up to shoot the video. It's when I'm motivated and inspired, I can sit down, set up my camera, press record, and just go. So that's what I started doing probably about 9 months ago. And the growth was very slow. Over the course of the last 8 months, I grew to about 50 subscribers. I had 1 or 2 videos that did over 200 views. I had one that got to like 350 and stopped there. And I didn't really make a lot of progress with the way I was doing it. And I was trying to post weekly, but as with a lot of people who say, I'm going to post weekly on YouTube, it was like every 10 days, sometimes it'd be 7 days, then I'd go 2 weeks, and it wasn't consistent. And the biggest thing with anything that you're doing, especially starting a business, and I consider this starting a business, is that you have to be sickening, super duper wicked consistent. All right. You cannot miss a beat if you want to actually get growth when you're brand new. You have to just run and go for it as fast as possible. And that's what I did about a month ago. Not quite a month ago. I said, you know what, screw it. I've been putting out these videos. It's not really getting any traction. I wasn't really getting frustrated because the way I look at this is a 5 to 10 year plan that I have right here. I'm not looking at this as, what can I do in 1 year? It's like, what can I accomplish in 10 years? And I think that's another good mindset to be in because you'll probably underestimate what you can pull off in 10 years, but you're going to overestimate what you can do in 1 year. And you're just going to be frustrated if you're looking at, I want to hit 1,000 subscribers in the first year. You need to work on, I need to be consistent and put out 52 videos in the first year. That's going to have to be your target. And if you do the actions, you're going to get the results eventually. But there's a lag, and you don't know how long that lag is going to be. It's different for everybody, depending on who you are, what your skill set is coming into this, the type of equipment that you have, the consistency of your actions, all that stuff makes such a big difference. So then it was about 20 or so, this might even be video 20, about 20 days ago, I said, I actually started thinking about this about a week before that, but I said, all right, I'm going to start doing videos every single day for an entire month. I'm going to do 30 days of every single day I'm putting out a long form video, and I'm going to be consistent. I'm not going to miss a day. And that's kind of one thing with me when I set my mind to something and I say, I'm going to do this every day, whether it comes to, when I quit smoking or anything else, when I get really locked focused on something, I tend to stay consistent with it. And I haven't missed a day of this yet. And the beauty is of what happens when you start being extra, disgustingly consistent with something. And that's what happened with these daily videos. Now, you might be looking at my channel and saying, all right, this kid's got 125, I still call myself a kid, I'm almost 45. But this guy's got, 40 videos out. He's only got 100 or so subscribers. Who is he? What does he know? And it really comes down to there's just that lag in the results that you see. And I've put in a lot of work. So over the last 20 days, I went from 50 subscribers when I started this run up to 125 as of today, which is really crazy growth. I've more than doubled, almost 125, 150% of what my subscribers were before these 20 days. And I haven't had any major videos take off. My last video a few days ago was about my first year on YouTube, and that one's done well, but it's still, in all reality, it's like 500, 600 views. That's not a lot for YouTube. So I wouldn't call that a viral moment by any means. It's a video that's actually gotten some traction. So what it comes down to is if you want to do this and you're going to look at what can I accomplish in my first year, set your goals around how many videos can I put out in the first year? How much can I improve my quality of my content over the course of the first year? How good can I get at editing videos and making thumbnails over the course of my first year? How many connections can I make through YouTube of other people who are in the same place as I am over the first year? And that's what I'm really starting to do right now. I'm trying to connect with more people who are in the beginning of their journey so I can learn of what's actually working for different real people as opposed to just watching YouTube videos of people talking about it. Because a lot of that stuff, it could be true, it could be not true. They might just be making content for you. So I don't really know. But the journey of my first year of making YouTube videos, I would say, has been incredible. I've learned a lot. I've got a little bit of mini momentum going, so I guess I'd like to call it, which is really exciting. So I can actually see that it's starting to work. And what I'm going to do, and if anybody decides to do this 30-day run like I'm doing right now, I'm actually going to continue on past the 30 days. I was doing a video, like I said, a video a week every 10 days. I wasn't overly consistent with it. But I'm going to continue this ramped up speed. I'm probably going to cut back from every single day, maybe cut out Saturday and Sunday, give myself a little bit of breathing room. I'm going to be moving real soon too, so I have to produce a little bit of extra content to carry me over on the move from New Hampshire down to South Carolina. That's going to take, with moving in and everything, it's going to be a good 4 or 5 days of being just slammed busy with that. But in general, I would say, if you're new to YouTube, you're getting slow growth, you're not making as much headway as you'd like to, the number one thing I could recommend to you is just go on a tear putting out videos every single day for as long as you can. Set a goal of like 30 days and just stick with it. And I promise you, if you stay consistent over 30 days putting out those videos, you're going to see growth. You might not hit 1,000 subscribers off of it. I'm probably not going to hit 1,000 subscribers off of it either. Sounds like Amazon's here if you guys can hear that. But I'm getting growth and I'm making progress, and that's really what this is all about. So set some goals, stay consistent with it, and really just work really hard to find your voice and the people that you want to connect with. People who are like you are going to be attracted to you. So it's so important that you actually try to be you and be like the real authentic you, because that's going to shine through in the videos. People are going to feel more connected with you, and that's where you're going to get your subscribers and grow your group of loyal supporters, the people that want to see your daily content or weekly content coming out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I got some new stuff coming. I did have one crazy video that is an unboxing of the camera that you guys are watching right now. So if you're seeing this through to the end right here and you want to see a video on the gear that I'm using, I got the A6700 Sony camera with a Sigma 30mm lens. It gives you a really nice crispy video with a nice background bokeh, whatever that's called. So I'm going to do a video on that, kind of highlighting that camera, because there's a lot of people, it's got like 19,000 views. A lot of people out there that obviously are looking at that camera. So that'll be coming in the future. And I'm putting together some groups too. So if you're a new YouTuber or you're trying to grow a personal brand, subscribe. I'm going to have more stuff coming out as I launch it. But as of right now, I got some one-on-one coaching that I'm doing. You can find in the comments, and also a free gift of a personal brand start guide. That's just the different stuff that I'm using in terms of gear, how I'm making my websites, my funnels, the software I'm using for different stuff, and things along those lines. So hopefully you enjoyed the video today. I appreciate you guys for hanging out and subscribing and hitting that like button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next video. Peace.